Hey there guys, NakedVaultDweller here, and thanks for clicking on the video. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the conflicts I'm having to deal with in regards to Fallout 76 and some of the new content that's coming down from other developers. Before we get started, I just wanted to say if you plan on buying Cyberpunk 2077 and play on the day of launch or shortly thereafter, hit the subscribe button, because all I got to say is hang on folks, the gaming industry is going for a ride. If you're still here and you're listening to my words for this video, then you had to have been at least a Fallout 76 fan in the past, or at least have played it. And we all know that Fallout 76 and Bethesda has had their fair share of problems, and I won't try to sweet talk you into thinking anything otherwise. But they have done some pretty serious things to make their game better, and therefore has improved the overall experience for everyone. But to us, is that really enough to keep us interested and plugged into the Fallout 76 universe? To keep having to go in each day and rework our inventory or try to sell off any additional items that we don't need just so we can free up space. I mean, managing our inventory each day is a whole mini game just inside of itself. But the last thing I wanted to do is jump on here and try to start bashing Fallout 76, because it's certainly been a wonderful experience for me and it continues to be each day. There are some frustrating things that I deal with from time to time, and ultimately I managed to move past it. A lot of other people kind of get hung up on some of the things, and I completely understand their frustration. But Bethesda does put out a good product, and I've enjoyed it so far. So with all that being said, every developer out there right now has their focus on Cyberpunk 2077 and how that's going to shape and mold the gaming industry for the future. And all eyes on CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077, because this game is going to actually set the pace for the games that we'll see in the future. With its rich environment and immersive storyline, a lot of people are going to turn away from many of the games that they've always played just so they can put all their time into playing Cyberpunk 2077. I know this because I'm one of those people that really want to just dive in and spend as much time as I can playing it. But on the flip side of that, I'll have to sacrifice a lot of other things just to get in there. Now, this video is not about me wanting to quit playing Fallout 76, but I do want to jump in there and see what the game is about. And I'm sure a lot of you all too. Fallout 76 has a lot of things to offer the gaming community. It offers a storyline for starters, and those that have always followed the Fallout series and truly dedicated people really love the fact that we're able to get in there and interact with one another and be able to expand upon this universe. Bethesda's created a world that not only can you have the Brotherhood of Steel, but the Enclave all at the same time living in harmony, or it seems like harmony. And before we know it, the second half of the Brotherhood of Steel is going to come out the first quarter of 2021. Will that be enough to lasso enough players back into the game? I don't know. And Bethesda's locked into a game engine that really ties their hands on some of the things that they really could do. And by that, there's a lot of bugs and stuff that they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And they make one change here and it affects 15 other things somewhere else. And that balance is not easy to maintain. So I think what I'm really getting at, without dragging this too far out, is those that are Fallout 76 players, hell, how about anybody who's playing any other game out there right now and that's completely dedicated to it? Do you plan to drop that game, or do you plan to step away from that game, at least for a little while, to play Cyberpunk 2077? Are you even going to play Cyberpunk 2077? Should the gaming industry be concerned about this new game? I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about what's going to happen and what's the next biggest thing. Do you plan to stay with Fallout 76? Are you moving away from it? Don't bash them too hard, because they've done a pretty good job. I mean, they've had their shortcomings, but we all do. Anyway, thanks for listening to me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.